check. Cool. What is up? Starting off with a voice crack. That's lucky. We're gonna call it lucky. I am half asleep. There's a lot of things that I wanted to start this video with. What I have here is a King James Version Bible, and I have read through this many times to the point of burnout. I'm trying to do it again after taking a very long break, and it's definitely the most important book to be read now more than ever. I like to read the Geneva version, but it's an expensive version to physically get, so I read online. You're gonna see me touch my face a lot. My hair has never been this long. You can tell. I just keep pushing it. Whoa. I want it to be longer. We're gonna get through this phase. This is a very goofy phase, but that's also why I started streaming with my hair like this, looking extra goofy. Doesn't matter what you look like, just have fun. Alright, back on track. Listen. There's a lot of crazy verses all the way through this thing. Okay? And I firmly believe that a majority of those verses point to very real history. Very real creatures, alright? Check this out. In Numbers 23, 22, verse 22, God brought them out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of an unicorn. I read an argument online somewhere that somebody was trying to say that was some kind of like, I can't even remember. There's a very strange argument for that online. But this book mentions dragons, all kinds of stuff, and it's definitely, you definitely need to read this as soon as possible, especially the Gospels. The Gospels are the most important part. The red writing, that's the most important part of this entire book. It'll change your life. Alright. Now I just have to remember if there's anything else that I wanted to say or do before we jumped into this game. This is Hogwarts Legacy, and I haven't heard anything about J.K. Rowling for like 10 years because I haven't really cared about a lot of franchises for about that long. And quit saying So, but I've kind of heard like the edge outlash of a lot of crazy stuff about that writer. I don't really care. I don't really give a shit. This is what it is. Something brings you joy or inspiration. One of God's favorite things to do, one of the Holy Spirit's favorite things to do, is take anything that was meant for darkness and turn it into something lighthearted, laugh at the evil aspects. It's a very difficult thing to do, and to take something that people were so terrified of because of how much it happened in the 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s. We're gonna have to talk about that stuff, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it. The last thing I have to say before we move on, the burn culture that happened with like the Beatles and a lot of this media and other media happened because I'm going to mention the study where a group of monkeys came in and would eat bananas at the top of a ladder. Then they electrified that ladder and the monkeys got electrocuted. So they got terrified of going and getting the bananas. Well, they brought in a whole nother group. That group, never seeing the other group, never seeing the ladder situation, was terrified of going and getting those bananas. Going back to what I was saying, I believe there was a subconscious knowing after the 60s within people that the collective group of society had like summoned spirits in buildings like we see at the end of Wizard of Oz, only they actually really did it. Like there's all kinds of reports, hidden media, hints towards it. Before we had Marvel, we had Hercules everywhere. There's a lot. Alright. I think I've finished that idea. I'm half asleep too. Like I've only been awake for a couple hours. But my brain goes. That's why I've got a treadmill under this desk. Alright. I got Ravenclaw. I got Gryffindor about 10 years ago. So I guess I've had some character development. I don't really know anything. I can't remember too much of the movie that I did see. I've seen parts of all of the movies. I've read, I think, all of the first book, but that was years ago. But we're gonna dive in through this and we'll read books and stuff like that and basically give reports and understandings and all that stuff, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the last thing I wanted to say. I look like a young version of Hagrid, kinda, with my hair and everything. I just have a lot more weight that I would need. But we're getting there. Alright. Cool. I remember those glasses. Is that a TheVibeSpace broom? Cause that kinda looks like a little space shuttle, metallic, and it's got the purple. Yo, that's cool. What? It looks like... That kind of looks like some Mad Max. All these rewards. Talent points. Trying to get through this. Let me skip a couple of these. That's raw. We're gonna have to learn about King Arthur, the Knights of the Round Table. We'll study that. So I'm gonna be honest, I only know parts of that story. I've read much older stories than that, and I've watched a lot of documentaries on King Arthur and that story and the history around it. It's a very broken apart. It's a very difficult thing to study. It's been rewritten every 50 years for about 800 years. I'm not talking out my butt. We have always had a comic book. We've always had a societal way of digesting what's happening in the spirituality of our generation, and certain media. A lot of this stuff is purple. That's pretty cool. Wow, man. Yo. It's set in Scotland. I think there's an informational conspiracy behind this entire franchise. Like right off the bat, I think that names are cover names and anagrams. I don't know what the anagram for Shakespeare is yet, but it has to be one. I think I'm using the right term. But I can't remember the term for each letter being a word. But my brain thought of the possibility that J.K. Rowling, because of the generation that her content really blew up in hardcore, like 2000 to 2010, ROFL was a major text term, like a big, like roll on the floor laughing. So what if, just hear me out, what if her name stands for just kidding, roll on the world laughing? And she didn't even like write any of this. That's not a jab on women. That's a jab on what elite men have done to women in science, mathematics, probably, definitely anything to do with history and stuff like this. So it's just a possible conspiracy. It's just a possible conspiracy. That's it. I don't want to upset anybody or whatever. Just want to have the ability to talk about ideas. I'm not positive that means that. I don't believe it. But it's an idea. We got the plague doctor represented. We got a plague doctor tattoo too. It's really rough. I did it myself. I can't even get the... There we go. Using an Amazon tattoo machine. I got a lot of those from that. I had a friend do that though. It's fading a little bit, but I love it. Alright. Are we... Oh, yes! We're finally done with all of those entrance rewards, whatever the term for that is. Let me make it a little bit brighter. Hopefully. That's not too much. I usually can't see if it's low. Cool, okay. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on the 1st of September. I kind of want to write that down. Why does the term begin at that time period? That's important. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. So it's a castle in Scotland. Did it exist in history? Okay, calm down, calm down. As you may be aware, the decree for reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your circumstances, ministry has agreed to allow Professor Elzar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London, to the castle, the start of the term feast, and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Professor Weasley. Yellow. But it's not Ron. I do know that character, because I have basic knowledge. Let's go with the base character. Not the base character that's fairly close to us. There might be a hair. That's a lot closer. Is there one? No. Is that a... I mean, that's pretty much it. Looks a little bit rough, but that's pretty much it. I don't want any face scars. Show with the eyebrows. Change the eye color. There we go. It's a bar, that's why I didn't notice it. I thought it was gonna be. I just look for pictures. ADHD. You can learn a lot from the pictures and books. Alright, don't judge me. We got normal, brown. We got like 3 different shades of purple. Yo, here we go. Cool.
That was quite something.
Kind of sounded like Optimus Prime there, buddy.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
Cool. That's close enough. Oh, just straight up. Cool. Rye. Bread. Let's get into it. Yo, we got 2 viewers. Welcome. Please let us know.
It appears
the
we are
audio's
almost
messed
ready
up.
to depart.
I changed it.
It's a
before the
pity we
stream.
didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite
Dude's a
sure
little
I've
bit
never seen
eccentric.
anyone take so quickly to a
Kinda
second-hand
off-putting at
wand.
first.
You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I
Did he just
appreciate you
give me
working with
his
me all
wand?
the time.
Who is this dude? What the?
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
That was a
It's
bit
been
creepy.
much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here,
Also, the
Eleazar.
fact that an owl
Of course.
brings
Why don't we speak en route to
like the
Hogwarts?
letter that
We
you're
have a
going to
start of term feast
Hogwarts.
and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your
I
young
think there's
charge
a
here
lot of
doesn't
truth
mind me
in
tagging
Close
along.
Encounters
Not at all, sir.
of the Fourth Kind,
After you.
because a lot of people
Ages since I've been to the castle.
have seen a
Would be
4 or
good
5
to see
foot
the old
white
pile of
owl
rocks.
in broad daylight, in the middle of the day, places they shouldn't, like they did in that movie in the middle of the night. I think that movie's a documentary too, like a legitimate documentary, even though they said it was a falsified documentary. What the hell? I know he teleported, but I do not like how he folded. This is starting pretty strange. I'll be honest. I'm gonna skip those things because I feel it's gonna be like a minute straight of the logo.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
The Bible has a
And
flying
who is your traveling companion?
chariot of fire.
A new student.
I wonder if
You?
Yes, sir.
they
I'm
got
starting
that from
school
that,
as a 5th year.
possibly.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
I am
Nor
sorry.
have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
That's what's
Mr.
up.
Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
What the
I
hell,
have.
goblins?
Opinions differ as to
Why
how
is that
great
like
a threat
a
Ranrock really
issue?
is.
Although I've
These
yet to
goblins.
convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a
That's not a goblin.
significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the
was
last
a
thing
can of
she
spray
sent
paint.
me,
I was
Eleazar.
like, hell yeah.
It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Toss it.
Merlin's beard.
Kind of thought it was
How
gonna
did you...
Wait. We do.
Well, I mean, I knew something was coming, I guess. That's pretty wild. I guess that's, the big bad? One of the big bads? Oh, never mind. Oh, bro. My ADHD. I thought there was like 6 of them. That's some kind of weird-ass chariot things. Holy shit.
The key! Give me your hand!
Oh, he's gonna teleport. That's what's up. Whew. Alright, dude. From like kind of boring and awkward opening to extremely
You're hurt.
intense. Out of nowhere.
Perhaps a bit.
Got a health
Take
bar?
this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
That's our Estus. If you know, you know. Estus flask. Nice.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor?
You sure about that?
Sir? Where
A
are we?
Western?
I'm not
Dragon?
sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
So he didn't even...
I'm feeling better, sir.
That wasn't his
if you'd
teleport.
like
He
to look
just
around a bit.
activated the key.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
I don't believe you. I'm pretty suspect of this guy. Because why? Why do we have to... But he took us on this mission, like, real quick. This is crazy. Damn.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere
Dude,
in
I
the
don't think we're
Scottish
on
Highlands.
Earth
Sir,
anymore.
those ruins.
Bro just mentioned
The port key
London.
was meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason.
Transform the disc.
And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Check. Check this.
Mind your step.
Right back on. You gotta have your RGB. Alright, Professor Fig. That's a pretty wild name. Just look it on stream. Yeah. I apologize that you're gonna see me lick my lips
Where do you
sometimes.
suppose your wife got
But
the
I took
port key
about
that
3
brought
or
us
4
here?
blinkers.
A good question.
And I'm
Miriam spent
very
years
prone
searching
to
for
both
evidence of a
severe
long-forgotten
coughs
form of
and
ancient
cotton mouth.
magic.
But we do what we can. I'm missing
Ancient magic?
all this.
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
All right. Jumped. Overjumped that.
Hogwarts Castle
What?
was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
All right.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
That's half true. There's different sources of magic.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Cool.
Excellent!
Press it to lock on. Okay. Sweet. Yo. Kinda scared me.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
No, no. What? I wasn't pressing it right. Cool.
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
I don't think it's mine. And I think you're the one that gave it to me.
Ah, up there.
Well, I guess he's calling it mine now because he gave it to me. But
We're close now. It's just ahead.
I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time. What is that?
Steady yourself.
Wait, are we near the North Pole or something?
Reparo!
Oh, dude's playing Lego Builders. Wow. Nice. Try not to fall off the path. Or push Fig
Almost
off
there.
So many. Ha. Is there a wall? Maybe I can't.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
What is this symbol? Looks Celtic. Is it just a seed of life? Yeah. Objective. Principal. Talk. Okay, cool. And that is roll. Very nice. Hold up.
Professor, it's
That's
a mural of some
that
kind.
looks Nordic. I think those are fake.
Perhaps our host was a
runes.
noted seer.
They look Nordic.
Interesting.
And then those just look like Hermetices. What is that bird? either be an astronomer or an astrologist or both. We got lions up there, 3 of them. I'm thinking what, do I have to go outside and around to get to that point? Oh, what is this? Yo, is that
Professor,
Merlin?
this statue...
This may have been his home.
All right. Is that what you gathered? I thought I had to quit yelling stuff at me, bro. Oh, here we go.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
That's pretty wild. That's a straight up analogy for Lucifer.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
Because it was
What
I mean,
room?
it was a black mirror to
I don't
begin
see
with,
anything.
and then it became
There's that glow
illuminated
again, like the
with an
glow on the
artificial
portkey
light.
container.
And that's literally an entrance to a Masonic temple. It doesn't have a checkerboard floor, but it has an analogy for one. There's the twin pillars right off the opening. You have to understand too, if you're watching this, there's a good chance it wasn't even, there's 2 ways it can be created, intentionally or unintentionally.
What in Merlin's name?
There are creative ideas that get subconsciously planned,
Godric's heart.
and then they're just
Where
ones
are
that-
we?
I don't believe it.
That's what's up.
Hello?
Almost skipped it. I'm so used to skipping cutscenes. There's a goblin.
It can't be.
I firmly believe
Just a moment. Ooh.
that a race like that existed,
Where are we here?
and that they did go extinct around the Scottish Isles.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Are we playing Fallout?
Precisely.
The key?
God, that dude's bugging me out, man.
Your wife's portkey.
Those eyes are
Oh,
like
yes, of course.
legitimate demonic eyes. And his nails,
This way, then.
that's what they do. Like grow them out. I don't know
Stay
what
close.
turns their hands black besides like evil aether.
After you.
There's a certain line you get to of understanding dark arts and
Keep
you
your
don't
hands
study
inside the
or look
cart
beyond.
if you don't
Just
wish to
see
lose them.
how evil it is and leave it alone.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
There are
Hundreds.
so many.
In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12.
That's
As we
crazy.
speak, we're just beneath the
This
main
takes me
lobby.
back to so
The
many
vaults you see
PlayStation
now
2
are the
and
newest.
GameCube
Are
games
private entrances to the bank
that for some
common at
reason all had
Gringotts?
a track.
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. take a breath.
A what?
Oh, yo, the gyroscope with this thing is really cool.
That waterfall washes
like a
away
little
all
ski
enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12
Greek
was commissioned
structures.
shortly after Gringotts was
Circle
founded
Roman
over 4
structures.
centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Oh, that dude's cool. I like him already.
Vault number.
Bro's got red eyes.
Vault
That's literally
12.
another demonic eye.
Momentous day.
Yellow, red, and black.
On your way.
Did bro just take us to hell? Alright.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was
Dragon
that?
Bait collar.
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the
They are
oldest
goblins.
section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
We need
A
to read that 'cause
goblin
I
has
just
been
keep-
stationed at my desk for hundreds of
There
years.
we go.
In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Uh, 12. There's gonna be so much stuff that's hard to keep up with.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
There's a golden goblet.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir,
That's
I
what
wonder
comes
if you
in the
might...
vision,
Instructions for
too.
Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door. Wait.
Yeah. It's goblins, dude.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
What do you mean? What do you?
Let me think. There must be something
It's
here.
goblins.
Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand
door.
and focus.
Oh, dude, it's an art. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dude, that was... Revelio? Is it... That's the spell, huh? Revelio? It's the Illuminati eye?
Revelio. There.
Bro.
I saw something.
Bro.
Move a bit closer and try again.
I'm kind of in shock, man. I am gonna be real with you. I didn't think it would be this blatant of a journey through a lot of... Let's check out the numbers. These are Roman numerals. Bro. Holy shit. Tell me that's not biblical. Holy shit. 20, let's see, 24, 20. Right? Yeah, 24. That's not 20 though. That's 17. 24. 24, 17, 24. So there's a code here too, because they're repeating numbers. Dude, My ADHD. Sorry, I saw scrolls and now I'm freaking out. That's wild, man. Some kind of analogy to Dead Sea Scrolls. The cup, oh man, what's it called? I can never remember the like mainstream term, the blatant term of what I'm looking for. Holy Grail. Bless. Holy Grail and Dead Sea Scrolls with an analogy to what? A part 2 of the 10 Commandments or something? Because it goes into the 20s? Is that what this is a hint towards? Is that what this media is trying to say? Let's keep it moving. I don't think there's much else. I don't really want to write down all these. Let's see, 24. It's just the same. Is it the same repeating on every single column? It's alternating. It's a checkerboard alternating pattern. Holy shit. Hold on. When 3 of them. 3, 6, 9. That's 3 on each wall. I have to at least see the total puzzle before we leave. 24. 1724. That's it. 1724. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna keep the date 1724 in mind. It's checkerboarded, which is a Masonic image. I think that's it. I think that's all we have. Put a lot of work into this room. May not have intended.
Revelio.
A door.
Too much of it.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Do I blast it open? Because that's what I'm immediately going to try to do. Watch it just open. Ah. Uh-oh.
Lumos! This is no
Oh,
ordinary
dude,
vault.
Greek columns.
I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out?
No.
Do you think this
I
is
don't
some
like
sort
this.
of test?
I do.
I don't like this.
But to
this
what
is a
end, I
fifth
can't
dimensional
say.
plane. Fourth
Stay
dimensional
close.
plane, my bad.
There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Why are you even... I wouldn't even... Dude. Digging into this game is gonna be a ride. That's straight up wrong. That is... This stuff is underneath us, man.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That
Gotta
glow
quit
again,
jumping like that.
but
That is
on
the
the floor.
goofiest thing ever. Like the rolling isn't. The rolling is at least still. This dude's brave.
What happened?
Oh, bro.
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
I think
Yes,
we gotta
sir,
keep in
I'm
mind
fine.
how many times we've like
You seem to have
Mirror
caused the
shifted.
floor to change.
That statue.
which is another
statue?
checkerboard imagery.
I see some sort of
That's
statue,
enough
but only as a reflection in the
reflections.
floor.
It's a King Arthur analogy, dude.
There must be something to that reflection you're seeing.
I mean, you're right.
Revelio,
Oh,
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
it's
It
revert.
is.
It's
The
inverted.
reflection's
Take
still
it,
there,
flip it, and
but the
reverse it.
statue's positions don't match.
Dude,
Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
That's how we learn them. That's cool. Hold and tap.
Lumos.
Well done.
Cool.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
He's getting pretty Dark Souls pretty quick.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso!
Alright.
Deposo! Exposo! Deposo!
Oh, I'm doing like 3 damage. He's doing 4,000 at a time.
Protego!
Bro.
Confringo!
Oh, okay. Oh.
Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Rebellion! Confringo! Descendo! Descendo! Exposo! Levioso! Confringo!
Press the trigger way too hard. It's like a tension place in the trigger. I thought I had to pass that. No, I just have to tap the trigger. I thought I had to do that, but I tried. Gotta hold it
Exposo!
while switching.
Descendo!
Oh, no.
Levioso! Perfect Confringo! Deposo! Exposo!
Yeah, the pad. Impressive.
Protego! Confringo! Deposo!
Oh, that's my ADHD. That's the one piece of information I don't
Defendo!
My brain does that.
Deposo!
One more.
Exposo!
I'll keep going over the same piece of information, skipping one time piece. That's how it helps me learn things in a lot more detail. But it does make me look really stupid sometimes. Well, it's okay.
Confringo! Lumos!
Alright.
Stay close!
I have a feeling we're gonna flip. Okay.
Lumos. Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good.
Professor.
Where am I supposed to go?
I can't do it.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
It's another goblet or cup imagery.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. A glow again.
Okay. Why would I want to do this?
Protego!
That's the wrong button.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Can't remember how to.
Revelio.
Oh, what's this?
Lumos. I need to align these statues with their reflections.
Oh yeah, that's... Forgot about that.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Okay, cool. Hold it. Stone.
Potato!
Sweet. Jedi mind trick. Got more dropping in.
Potato! Revelio.
Blocking dodge up. Dodges horribly. No. I don't know how we're still alive. Okay, we can do this. Just gotta slow down. That's it. Let's check the stream real quick. Hey, what's up? We got 2 viewers. Welcome. Let us know if audio's messed up in some way. Because I changed it for this stream. And I'm not sure what it sounds like completely. It sounds good on my end, but I haven't. Yeah. Alright. Let me try this one more time. As soon as I see... There we go. A lot better. Stupefied. That's why I couldn't continue. That's why I died.
Stupefied. Stupefied.
Cool. They can happen to the same person.
Stupefied.
And tab. Okay. That was a lot easier than we made it out to be the first time.
Lumos.
That's a huge version of the shit we've been seeing.
Revelio.
That did nothing. This looks fey, like elvish. This is like a super elvish vibes. Wow. Yo.
There you are. How did you...
I don't fully trust that that's even
place?
still
I
big
don't know.
anymore.
But I found this floating above that basin.
They just took it.
That
Indiana
is no
Jones
mere
style.
basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
You just take a memory?
I wonder...
Yo.
Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
Charles.
May be impossible to follow.
Percival.
It will
Rackham.
only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing.
They left that as an
The
advertisement?
glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
I was right.
Ranrock.
It looks like,
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever gonna visit Rackham's
a
vault.
comedian's
And why are you
puppet.
here?
No
think of
need for that.
any names.
Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Oh, it's got
I
Darth
have
Vader
no
vibes.
patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
They have normal size arms. I think they could run. What is that?
I know a way out.
He's got a blue skidoo.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
That's cool. That's actually pretty sick opening. That's how you teach. There were a little bit I didn't like the kind of enforcement that's stuck in those steps that I thought I'm doing a lot quicker if I read. Pay attention. That's pretty cool. Pretty awesome opening. A lot of symbols, a lot of strange stuff to digest that I'm probably going to look back over in the video like 3 or 4 times. But, cool. Looks like a cathedral.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
It's weird.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Alright.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig. And I'm
Blast him.
rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Blast
I'll
him.
be in touch.
Whoa,
Professor
what's that, Harry
Weasley,
Potter?
we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Is it just gonna give me what I got from the... Because I had to connect the app after I took the test. Look at that grumpy little dude.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
I don't like that.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Facts.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Apparently. That's a hexagon achievement.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Nice.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Alright.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
That might be...
Quite
I'm gonna
an
call it now.
entrance. It's
That
lovely
dude.
to meet you. I'm...
Professor
one who put the
Weasley,
collar on
would
the
you be so
dragon.
kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Dude,
As
let
I
me
was
see all the
saying,
animals on the stained
I'm
glass.
Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to
What's
meet
up,
you as well,
Weasley?
Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common
Yeah,
room.
catch me reading the
Right this way.
subtitles every time. If I see words pop up, it makes my brain read them.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year.
We're gonna have to
Might
answer
be a bit
question.
of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're
Yo,
up
that's
for.
crazy.
I am, Professor.
That's literally hermetic
This
art.
is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
So on the thing I read is like over 1,000 years
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
That's cool.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
This is dope. Whole lot of books. Knowledge. Is it a legitimate person stuck in that painting?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Kind of paranoid of
Just have to wait for the right moment.
suits of armor now. Emmett, Everett, and Samantha. Cool, they're highlighted.
I think it has something to do with being tied to that person.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb.
Right.
Let's get out of here.
Everett's cool.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right.
Everett's a little
What
bit
did you
weird.
hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
Harrowing indeed. I'm still a bit on edge myself and a little nervous for classes to start.
Oh, you needn't be worried. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I
like
did.
the
But probably best I let you judge
University
for
Bart
yourself.
Simpson.
I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Alright. Everett's cool. He's a little bit strange, but he's cool. Talk to Samantha. Is Samantha growing?
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing
Can you
power in
smoke
such a
it?
little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I
You
heard
already
you were
forget
studying
that?
with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Now who do we have? Emmett. Is that a ghost? Did the ghost just go?
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant.
What's
You
up,
think
Amit?
you could... Ah!
I might
That
be
is not
pronouncing
how
that
that...
wrong.
Why,
I
hello.
apologize.
Would you like to take a look?
His books just took off.
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met
Also
someone
have a
who's been
Zin.
so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit.
Fidget with my mouth
I
a
take
lot.
it you like astronomy.
I try to
Oh,
make sure
yes.
the mic doesn't pick
So
up on it.
much to be learned from the stars.
We just gotta do
Also,
what we can
there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for
That's kinda
all fifth
strange.
years. You will be enthralled with the
Schedule.
tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things
There-
you never
there's something,
dreamed
though,
of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
between
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of
and
the
the,
year.
like,
Nothing
east
like the
of
smell
world,
of fresh
there's more of
parchment,
a-
is there?
Just
Be seeing
slightly
you.
more of a feminine aspect.
Hey there.
And schedule would be like a feminine enunciation. But schedule with like the hard edge of the enunciation of that word, which is how we pronounce it in the West. That's one of those signs of like possibly Masonic culture placement. Through enunciation, they're just little, there's infinite little subconscious things like that you can do to alter.
Professor Hackett is an enigma. I think she used
Alter
to work for the
peoples.
ministry. Wonder how
This
she
is
ended up
cool.
here. There are some impressive
Alright,
rooms at Spintwitches.
we should probably move on.
Nothing beats relation.
Gotta go meet Professor Weasley. What is that bug? Yeah, that's cool. It looks like a scarab beetle. Cool. Alright. Dude, I don't like all the Greek and stuff. But I mean, it's alluding to something. I can cast this in here. Throwing zaps everywhere. Nobody cares. Sweet. It's so fun to do that. I'm gonna probably do that for the majority of the time I play this game.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been
Let's get
dreaming
it.
of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
That's kind of funny.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave
Spells
here.
owls.
After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Okay.
Here you are.
That's pretty crazy.
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor.
Why?
but what do you mean it will keep track
Oh,
of
just
what
that
I'm
suit of
learning?
armor, and it just stomped on
Perhaps
top
seeing
of
it in action will answer any questions you may have.
On top of the fact
Walk
that
with
I
me and we shall put
already
it to
don't
the
trust
test.
What are you doing?
This way.
Alright.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
My curiosity, logic. Can't remember what the other two are. I don't know what those. Is that a real constellation? Gotta go back and analyze. Is that a body, bro? Dude. Is that a body? Wait a minute. Oh, yo. That's the other globe. There used to always be 2 globes in offices and stuff. And this was the other one. The constellation globe. But those aren't passed around on Facebook Marketplace like the other one is.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide
Oh,
when
we've
I
been
was
in
a student.
Ravenclaw Tower. That's what the top of this is, I bet. Her patience. Is that statue gonna follow us?
Why don't you
Yep.
cast Revelio on this bust? And see
Revelio.
what details the field guide can provide.
Cool. So many notifications. Field guide challenges are the only. Level. Field guide tracks current challenge progress. 1%. Cool. Alright.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
There's a lot of stairs. If we could,
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Oh, I'm trying to run. It's 10 creatures. What do they have, like a 10 creature zodiac or something? What is that? Hydra? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 9-headed Hydra. Spider. Octopus. I do not know. I know it's like either a salamander or axolotl. Some of these. Is that a sloth and a unicorn? Can't tell what some of them are. What?
Revelio.
I guess we'll have to come back to that. What? Oh no. We're trying to solve puzzles. I guess we'll have to come back to it. That's straight up Norse. Did they just amalgamize?
Good timing.
bunch
Perfect
of things that
opportunity
they
to
found
show
in
you how to
history.
use flue flames to get around a
Kind
bit
of like
quicker.
rebrand it.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Oh, this is cool. Gotta find Central Hall? Is that what she said? Let's select the Grand Staircase region. Oh god. Flue flames. Academic points. Oh, that's sick. That fast travel's cool. Because there are a lot of parts.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
Building, from
These
what I can
stairs
tell.
lead directly to Central Hall.
Sweet.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your
I know I'm
first day,
skipping a lot of
and you
dialogue,
have much
but
to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional
it's like side
assignments
dialogue that
for
we can
you
go back
outside
into.
of class. You'll be up to
And
speed
if
in
I'm
no
gonna be
time.
honest, I'm trying to
Judging
get to
by
the
your
open
adept
world.
use of Revelio earlier,
And
I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in
check
at
out
least
the
showing
entire-
you the basics.
He did, Professor.
Gets a, like,
He's
open
been
world
terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My
Which is
suspicion
very
is that
likely
there's
the,
more to the story than
what
a
was it,
search for
headmaster?
belongings
It's
and an
probably his.
extended trip up to the castle.
What?
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to
Fig's
himself.
probably not
for
gonna
now.
like that.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats
So
and
much
carriages to Hogwarts,
passive
and you
aggression.
chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And
go from one
invaluable to me,
to another
as I'll be
tutorial.
using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay.
People are always fussing about.
Alright, Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Just looked at the map. Okay. We'll do defense against
the map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
All right. Oh yeah. Wait for this stuff too. Got anything
I rated the
else?
Hufflepuff common room's the coziest of them all. Simply the fact
Platform
that
held up
kitchens makes it seem more homely.
by goblins, surrounded by sirens, while a unicorn fights a werewolf.
I'm avoiding our common room today.
That's pretty wild. How many sides does that have? It's an octagon? Yeah.
Wish our common
What's up there?
Stop by the owlery.
Western Dragon.
Since I've since left home.
That's a huge door. Dang, dude. That kid walking. What was that? They just went light speed. Wrong button.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
All right.
Revelio. Protego.
I cannot remember how to activate that, so we're gonna go on for now. There's 2 evil eye protection outside the door of protection against the dark arts. There's 3. No, I said arts weird because I tried to say eyes at the same time. What is that? Okay.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
I wasn't even part of the class.
It was a token from the
We're
Great
just attacking
Poacher
each
Raid of
other.
1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me
1878.
single-handedly
That's
took
another
out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Oh no, we missed it.
Levioso!
Sweet.
Now let's
we
try
can,
something a little larger.
I have a feeling that's gonna be used for a lot of puzzles.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is good. Well done.
Cool. So that's how we break guards.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Good thing that's the only things that I know.
This should be lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Didn't actually mean to do that. I kind of forgot what button did what. Oh.
You're good. Now, perceptive. Protego. Right? Protego. Complicates things.
Try to dodge.
Levioso. A perfectly executed Levioso.
It's hard to remember.
This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
You can't have R2 activated to be able to protect. It's hard to remember going back and forth.
What are you doing up there?
I don't know how we did both those things at the same time. But we did.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Okay. A lot of attitudes
I put you on the spot,
in this
and
castle.
you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Haggard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Cool.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one.
Nice work.
Why do I have to talk to Sebastian again?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
that's a lot of
perhaps
alliteration
this
too.
wasn't your
Slytherin,
first
Sebastian
duel.
Sallow.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Hold on. What did he say? Dwelling organization? That does sound suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Okay.
Till next time.
I still don't trust him. Pretty sure the only reason he was respectful and all that is to try to trick me into going to the library. I gotta go to the charms class. Excuse. It's upstairs. We're trying to get out of the tutorial. I'll just teleport. Can I? What?
Revelio.
Oh.
Talk about this? I cannot do this for all eternity.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
His potion shop's better than you'd find in London, I reckon.
That was wild. They put so much detail into this.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
What's up?
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But
be honest,
before
really
we begin, can anyone here tell me the
hope
difference between the
the majority of the
incantations
game
of
isn't
the
sitting
color
through
change and growth charms?
back-to-back
Anyone?
lessons?
Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
Cool.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, Potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Cool.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
There's no way it's back-to-back.
What better than a bit of sport
the entire game
to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What's this? Kind of like shuffleboard.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. Excellent control there. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning. Very good. Not to worry. That's it.
Almost.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Watch this.
Yo. 50 right off the bat.
It's done.
Accio.
Oh, it's gonna fall. Yo. Very nice.
Let us see this.
All right.
There we go.
Come on.
Accio.
Ah, it's not gonna. Hopefully.
Nicely done. Be sharp.
Ah, it's a 50. I think she already beat me. But I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to push that one off.
Very good.
Okay. All right. Respect. It was a close match.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
One like 2 feet. Oh, we did. Oh, yo.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Well,
Accio.
50. No.
Happens to the best of us.
Why did I sink into the ground?
Watch this. There we go.
Come on. Sweet.
That's it.
Did it. I'm still gonna lose, but we did it. Let's see if I can.
Accio.
Keep trying.
We got 50 total points. I don't think we're cut out for this game. For this sport.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Might
Class
take a
is
break
dismissed. Gather your things on the
here
way
in a
out.
minute, especially if we still got more tutorial to.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Burping, yawning, coughing.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly,
Face is itching.
I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Professors do we gotta talk to?
Of course, you can.
A word,
We can always
if you
come back
would.
and meet the characters.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I
With the
did.
whole open world.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Going on Spec Ops.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
I don't know who said that, but we're not going back.
Then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin
Revelio.
The Minister for Magic was out of the booth.
Oh, what fun! I
Statue
won't
of
say my
Consolation or
goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're...
Alright, what we got? Wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. Start looking at the map. What?
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black!
So they've got a Mad Hatter too.
I think I'll go for a quick
There's that classical music. What's up? That could be a person. I remember seeing part of one of the movies. I'm pretty sure one of the professors regularly transformed into a cat. Is that Bart Simpson? I mean, not Bart, Homer. With a goatee. We gotta spin every globe that we find. Wait, what is this one? It's another. What do they have on theirs? Is that a rhino? Cool. Alright. Now we gotta go find Weasley.
That youngun's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
That's pretty wild, dude. Looks pretty dark. What is that?
Revelio.
Bilious? Wow. That's cool. I probably should have read that out loud. He saved his entire village from that dude in an army of Dementors by being able to summon a mouse. His mouse Patronus. I saw one of these at the other room.
Survives the reign of this headmaster. I think we should have a moon calf in charge.
And it is what I thought it was. It's one of those spike cages, but it's like a Mayan version. That's really weird. It's a legitimate siren. Damn.
Oh. One of them deserves more than a cake.
I think I got a feather floating with them. Okay. Oh. Getting turned around.
Awful when they ask you a question though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Everybody knows how to just fold up.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler.
Keep it on the down
Regardless,
low.
you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
I think Fig
In that
was
regard,
pretty
I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some
upset about
extra
that.
assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be
Okay, then.
astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact,
Word.
Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your
Right about
classes
that.
well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Yo, talk about foreshadowing to a damage upgrade.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
can't remember now. We'll go with Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard.
I think
and he
Sebastian's
knows the
kinda...
area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Rona's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors.
Might not even be on
No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay. I think we're gonna call it a break right there for now. Probably gonna keep the stream going, but we are gonna pause it. It's probably gonna be paused for about 30 minutes to an hour. So we will see you after the break. Deuces.